Hello, all my Jedi and Sith friends here. Hot Scoundrel Boy here, signing in, and I'm going to do my first video of the day. I'm planning on shooting for 2 videos today, but yeah, I like to do 3, but if not, 2 would be fine. Yeah, what I'm getting ready to get into here is the trading cards of the prequels. Starting off with the Phantom Menace. This video is just going to be about Episode 1, the Phantom Menace. Topps trading cards, complete set. There was 2 series, so yeah. There was no stickers or wrappers that came with them, so. But yeah, these is the Phantom Menace, Episode 1. So, let's get this thing started. Here it is. This is the theatrical movie poster of Episode 1, The Phantom Menace. So yeah, just like I did in all, the original trilogy cards, I put the theatrical movie posters on them. So yeah. Oh, excuse me. So yeah, it's got Anakin and all of them. Alright, here we go. Here is the first wave, which is the red border cards of. This is the very introduction of the Phantom Menace. It has Anakin Skywalker on Tatooine, little boy Anakin, and you notice that shadow is a vision, it's a shadow of his future, Darth Vader. How badass. That is so cool. So yeah, and this is the very first card right here. It's the red border cards. So yeah. So awesome. I love that scene where those destroyer droids, the Trade Federation droids, would they thought they captured the Jedi. Said, "Well, hold on, check on Corporal. We'll cover you." Roger, Roger. Uh-oh, blast them. Like, it's so awesome. Yeah, not much into the. I mean, the prequels was really, really good. Don't get me wrong. It's got a lot of CGI in it, but George Lucas, I don't know. I guess he kind of, since newer technology was really hype then, he felt that it was just time to get away from realistic stuff, and big mistake. But it's all in all, it's still pretty good. I mean, they were great movies. But Revenge of the Sith was really, really good. That was a little more realistic than the other two, than the first 2 prequel movies, episodes 1 and 2. Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith, was that movie kicked ass. So yeah, that's them. And then on the back, here's the back of the promo card here of Episode 1, and the back of that Anakin Skywalker. So yeah, it gives a brief description about that card itself. So yeah. Music by John Williams. Yep. And then these here give a brief description about each card here that it shows. But yeah, there's the other side. Alright, moving on. There's Jar Jar Binks with Obi-Wan Kenobi and Qui-Gon Jinn. Oh, snap! Oh, sorry! That just creeped out. That just creeped out. Oh my god, anyway. Hey look, I think I just killed Jar Jar. Qui-Gon's checking for life signs. Nope, he's dead. Too many Gungans died from my farts. Many Gungans have died from Kenny Myers farting too much. Oh my. Wow. And over here, that's where they were traveling through there, through the underworld of the Naboo planet. There's some of the Gungans. I see Jar Jar Binks. You said them big doo-doo this time. Oh. Ow! What's a meaty doing? I amaze myself sometimes. You so thinking you so better than the Gungans? Me see like it. Maybe we saw being friends. There's Jar Jar Binks. God, he was so dumb. There's them getting crunched by one of them sea monsters. There's always a bigger fish. Yeah, George Lucas did a lot of I was getting ready to say George did a lot of shit in this movie. No, he did a lot of CGI in this movie. A lot. It was too much CG. You looked more like a science fiction film instead of a realistic fantasy, space fantasy. Yeah, this is when he was starting to go downhill or something. He wanted to improve himself with the high-tech stuff. He wanted to give that a shot, and yeah, it wasn't the best. He said, "Yeah, maybe we can get this done. You know, maybe we can try this. You know, we'll try this. Let's try to do this. Quick, faster, more intensity." It wasn't that good. But the only thing that really stood out was the Darth Maul and Obi-Wan Kenobi fight. That was really awesome. That and the pod race. I love the pod race. That was cool as shit. I mean, it was great computer graphics in that. There's Qui-Gon, Obi-Wan, and of course Jar Jar Binks, and Queen Amidala there. Alright, moving on. There's Mr. Badass. The hologram, Sith hologram of Darth Maul. How badass is he? Freaking awesome. Of course, I got some statues, figures, whatever you call them. I got different sizes of Darth Maul. He's one of my favorites of all time. And there's Qui-Gon telling Jar Jar to leave things alone while he's in the shop with Watto and Anakin and all. So, yeah. Oopsie! Why am I farting? What the fuck? There's Jar Jar. Jar Jar Binks. Jar Jar Binks. Jar Jar Binks. Of course, there's the back. And kind of speed it up a little bit. So yeah, there's him. Not enough midi-chlorians, master. Oh, wait. His midi-chlorian count's way off the chart. Over 18,000. No Jedi has ever had that. Bad one. Cool. Qui-Gon talking to Watto. God. Looks like a female friend that I know. Heather. With her big nose. There's Sebulba. Confronting Anakin. Sebulba giving Jar Jar a hard time. And Jar Jar getting into things, of course. And there's the back of them and them. So yeah, there's them. Anakin showing his friends his house, well, his home. The death toll is catastrophic. We must bow to their wishes. We must make contact with them. It's a trick. Send no transmissions of any kind. There's a hologram of the ship. There's Padme. Anakin and all of them, his mother, Jar Jar and Qui-Gon and Padme at the dinner table, discussing about how they're going to get out of there to be, yeah. Anakin says, well, I can do this pod racing thing. I can do this pod racing crap. I can do it. I really. Sebulba flashed me with this Benz. There's C-3PO just being constructed. What do you mean, naked? My parts are showing. Oh my. They're getting ready for the pod race. They're in the caves there, getting ready. Of course, there's Darth Maul lurking on. God, he was a badass. Of course, there's R2 fixing up and getting Anakin's pod racer ready. There's the back, of course. And there's the back of these. Okay. Young Jabba the Hutt. There's Sebulba in his pod race. And there's Watto. And there they go. They're off to the pod race. Are off to see the pod racers! The wonderful pod racers of all! Alright, here. Our freaking Phantom Menace. I never understood why they called it the Phantom Menace. That is the only movie title that I still to this day do not understand why they called it the Phantom Menace. Who was the Phantom? I'm thinking maybe it was Darth Maul or something, or was it about Anakin? I don't know. I'm leaning towards more of Anakin. Here's the fight scene of Qui-Gon and Darth Maul during Tatooine there. That's when Darth Maul was trying to stop them from escaping because he caught them. So yeah. Jar Jar taking a nap. And there is, what's his face? Chancellor. At this time, he was called Chancellor. Chancellor Palpatine. And there's the Jedi Order. Qui-Gon and Obi-Wan. Young Obi-Wan. Talking to Master Yoda and Mace Windu. And Qui-Gon Mundi. Oh my God. I'm sorry. Excuse me. Oopsie, I farted. Anyway. There's a back of them. Of course, Master Yoda. Master Yoda. This is where he tells Anakin, fear is the power of the dark side. Fear leads to anger. Anger leads to hate. Hate leads to suffering. I do him so good. I imitate him really good. A lot of people say that. Of course, there's Mr. Badass Darth Maul. How awesome. Anakin in his little pod race. Alright, moving on. I sense much fear in you. Those look like a bunch of freaking hammerheads from A New Hope. Yep, that's the Jedi Order there. Yep. That's where they were testing Anakin. There's the back of the cards. There's, of course, Samuel L. Jackson, who plays Mace Windu, a Jedi Knight. Excuse me. That one there looks like a freaking wizard. And of course, there's Queen Amidala, which was Padme, actually. Alright, moving on. This is back to Naboo, to where they have this, where they have to fight the Trade Federation. There it is. Hold. Right there, right there. Those droids were so dumb. Of course, that's the captain of the what do they call them? Gungans. That was the captain of the Gungans. I don't even know his name. And then Darth Maul, of course. How badass. Moving on. How awesome. Roger, roger. And there's the Gungans. The Trade Federation droids. Push the power button on. Roger, roger. And then they all come to life. Like, really? How dumb can you get? This is like a fucking Energizer bunny, you know? Just turn it on. Oh, it comes to life. And there's the back. And they destroy the control ship and it shuts down all the droids. You know, at the end of the movie. That's like, you know, how lame is that? You need stormtroopers, man. Yeah, you need you need the badass fucking First Order stormtroopers. They were the badasses. There's the fight right there with Qui-Gon and Obi-Wan versus Darth Maul. There's them. And of course the back of them. That was awesome right there, Darth Maul. Alright. There's the end there. That's the last card of the red border. And then of course here, this is your checklist of the red border cards. And then on the back of that would give the other side of the checklist right here. That's more of the checklist. Alright, moving on. This card here introduces the blue bordered cards. That's an awesome shot right there. I like that. And yeah, here's these are all wide vision cards, by the way. So yeah, these are the blue border cards, wide vision cards. And on the back of that introduction card, it looks like this. So yeah, pretty much same as that first introduction card. And there's the back of these, and there's that one. Alright, moving on. There's Jar Jar Binks, there's Panaka, and there's Amidala, Darth Maul, there's R2-D2, that's Boss Nass. You should think you are better than the Gungans. I was like, really? Sound like freaking Fats Goo McGee, man. Fats Goo McGee. There's the Trade Federation leaders, Newt Gunray, and I forget the other one. But yeah. Do you think she suspects an attack? I don't know. But we must stop all communications down now. Like, really? As you wish, my lord. There's the back of them. And on the back of these. Moving on. There's Yoda. Yeah, 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 Yoda. Yeah, 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 Yoda. Da-na-na-na-na-na-na-na. C-3PO, of course. There's Sebulba. And there's the Jedi Master, Obi. There is the Jedi Master, Yoda. Not Obi-Wan, you jackass. Jackass, you must have been. Alright, more of these. And of course, Jabba the Hutt eating a freaking frog or something. One of them weird creatures. There's the Jedi Temple right there. There's where the pod race was at. That's the Naboo. That's where they were in battle of Naboo. And there's the back of the cards. They had the sketches and stuff. This regular sketch artist that did that. And this, and this, and this. So, yeah. Moving on. That is awesome. The fight scene. Obi-Wan using the Force to force push the Trade Federation droids. And here, and of course, there's Mr. Lucas. He was starting to get old a little bit, you know, and he started. Maybe you can try the CGI. I mean, we're going to give this a shot, you know. We're going to try the CGI, and we're going to try to do it faster with more intensity. Maybe that was his problem, you know? Because the original trilogy he did was out of sight. I mean, so out of sight. It was so realistic. So yeah, that was all. Those were the movies that really kicked ass. That's what launched Star Wars. There's R2-D2, Obi-Wan, and Qui-Gon. Alright, moving on. Here's the back. I'm going to try to speed this up real quick. See, that's George Lucas right there. Why aren't you guys doing it faster and more intense? I love George Lucas. I always will. He'll always be my favorite director and story writer. But, yeah. Some of his stuff he did was like crazy. And when they named these characters, especially the creatures were given so weird, off-the-wall names. I'm thinking to myself, is he on drugs? What drugs is he using? Let me have some. Damn. So, yeah. The sketching was just out of sight, how they did that. There's all the fans at the pod racing. There's his pit droids. And of course, C-3PO's naked body. And R2-D2. I bet you that was, when they showed that little Greedo, I bet you that was the young Greedo. I bet you that was Greedo when he was young. Real, as when he was a little kid. Before he became a bounty hunter. I bet you any money. I'm just saying. Anyways, there's Anakin in his pod race. Hey, that looks like Samantha. Oh, that looks like Sam. Oh. Alright, moving on. There's a sketch there. Man, totally awesome. And of course, they had these designs, these 3 different photos of in the back of each card here. One was always Darth Maul, one was Obi-Wan, and the other one was Qui-Gon. It would show on the back of the cards. That's another thing that I've noticed here. There's more pod racing. There's a Tusken Raider firing away at one of them pod racers, knocking them right off course, making them blow up. I love the fucking pod racing scene. That was hilarious. I loved it. There's the back there. This is how they did it. Freaking awesome. Yep. Moving on. I only got a few more pages and I'm done. And then we'll close this video out. There's Jar Jar and all them. Pod racing. The battle scene of Naboo. And the back of these. So yeah, that was awesome. Of course, Jar Jar being dumb. Jar Jar just being Jar Jar. That was still the fight scene of Naboo at the dock hangar bay. And then on the back of these, there's these here. Sorry. Oopsie. Oopsie. Alright, moving on. There's the battle scene up in space. Here's the battle scene there in Naboo. That's when they're all led into a trap of Darth Maul. There's a space battle still. I mean, the CGI graphics was good, don't get me wrong, of this movie. It's just way too much. They could have done it a lot more realistic. They could have done it a lot more realistic instead of just freaking CGIs. I mean, don't get me wrong, CGI is good, but it's not the realistic film. Sorry. And there's Darth Maul, played by Ray Park. One of the pilots there. There's the battle scene of the space, and there's Qui-Gon and Darth Maul going at it. And there's Obi-Wan getting ready. And Qui-Gon still battling Darth Maul. And there's the back of them. That's a good one there. And the last 3. That was the awesome scene there. Darth Maul versus Obi-Wan then, after he killed Qui-Gon. That's their celebration there, that they victorious over the Trade Federation. And of course, here's your checklist right here for Series 2. And then here's the last 3 on the back. Put it up this way. There we go. So, yep. And there is the checklist. Continuing. So, yeah. That is The Phantom Menace. Complete set. Both series. Made by Topps Trading Cards. So, yeah. This is going to close out my video for the earlier part today. If anybody has any questions or comments, especially about me farting, I don't know, man. I don't care if you say, can't control your ass or something. I don't care, you know. Just write something, you know. I really don't care. I'll be glad to talk, you know, and stuff like that. I'm a very humorous, goofy kind of guy, you know, who shows a lot of Star Wars stuff. So, but yeah, yeah, it's going to close out my video for now. Don't forget, write any comments. Like I said, just don't forget to write any comments down. Any questions, I'll be glad to answer them. Don't forget to follow links in the description down below. You can follow me on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. And so, don't forget to support video content. And Hot Scoundrel Boy signing out. May the Force be with you. Peace!